Dear friend, welcome to the lecture series in transmission lines. In today's video lecture, we are going to learn about the input impedance of short circuited and open circuited transmission lines, and also we are going to derive the relationship between the short circuited, open circuited and the characteristic impedance of the transmission lines. Coming to the derivation part of the input impedance of open circuited and short circuited transmission lines, let us consider a two-wire parallel transmission line here, and the sending voltages and currents are given as Vs and Is respectively, and the termination voltage is Vr and termination current is Ir, and at the beginning it is x equal to 0, and at the ending it is x equal to L. That means the length of the transmission line is L. Now the wave equations on the transmission lines can be written as V equals to Vs cos h gamma x minus Is z naught sin h gamma x. Let us consider this one as equation 1, and the current expression that we can write as Is cos h gamma x minus Vs over z naught sin h gamma x. Let us consider this one as equation 2. Now this is equation 1 is the voltage equation, so that whatever the terms that we write that must represent the voltage quantity. So here, as we know that voltage is the multiplication of current and resistance, so in the same way it is the multiplication of the current as well as the impedance. And coming to the equation 2, here this term again this term has to be equivalent to the current. So here the current that we can see as the ratio of voltage to the resistance. So here we can say the ratio of voltage to the impedance. So it comply with the current term. Now at x equal to L, that means at the length of the transmission line, the V becomes VR and I becomes IR. Simply they will be of termination voltage as well as the termination current here. So therefore the equation 1 becomes VR, since that V becomes VR at the length L of the transmission line. So VR equals to Vs cos h gamma, now x becomes L, minus Is z naught sin h gamma L. And let us consider this one as equation 3, and equation 2 becomes I becomes IR. So IR equals to Is cos h gamma L minus Vs over z naught sin h gamma L. Let us consider this one as equation 4. Now with the help of these equations, we are trying to derive the input impedance of the open circuited lines and short circuited lines. Let us take the open circuited lines here. Open circuited lines. So for these open circuited lines, we are going to derive the input impedance. Now we call the transmission line as the open circuited transmission line when the load end is open. When the load end is open, we call that one as open circuited transmission line, and at the source end we will be having the source voltage as well as the source current, and the termination end is open now, so it is now open circuit. When there is an open circuit, then automatically the current becomes 0, and here the termination current that comes into picture, and that will be 0 here. Now from equation 4, so we know that equation 4 represents IR equals to Is cos h gamma L minus Vs over z naught sin h gamma L here. As we know that for the open circuited lines, the termination current will be 0. So here it gets 0. So it becomes Is cos h gamma L minus Vs over z naught sin h gamma L. Now Vs over z naught sin h gamma L equals to is cos h gamma l. Taking this is towards this side and taking the z0 and sin h gamma l to that side, we get vs over is equals to z0 of cos h gamma l over sin h gamma l, and we can write this one as z0 cot h gamma l. And here the ratio of vs to is we can replace with zoc, and now we call this zoc as input impedance of open circuited line, which is equal to z0 cot h gamma l, right? So this is the uh, input impedance of the open circuited transmission line, and it is indicated with ZOC. In the same way, we are going to derive the expression for the short circuited line. So here it is short circuited transmission line, and we call the transmission line as short circuited when the termination end is short circuited, right? And at the source end, we will be having the source voltage as well as the source current is, and at the termination end it is short circuited, so that the termination voltage becomes 0, right? So when the termination voltage becomes 0, and we can say that particular transmission line is short circuited. Now we know that from equation 3. So equation 3 is given as VR equals to Vs cos h gamma l minus Is Z0 sin h gamma l, as VR is 0 for short circuited lines, so it will be 0. Then it is Vs cos h gamma l minus Is Z0 sin h gamma l. Now Vh cos h gamma l equals to Is Z0 sin h gamma l. Taking is from to the left side and cos h gamma l to the right side, we get Vs over Is equals to Z0 sin h gamma l over cos h gamma l, and we can write this one as Z0 tan h gamma l. And the ratio of Vs to the Is now will be the input impedance of the short circuited line, and we are representing that one as ZSC, which is equivalent to Z0 tan h gamma l. So this is the input impedance of the short circuited line here. Now we are going to see the relationship between the various impedances of the transmission lines. Relation between ZSC, ZOC and Z0. So here we know that ZOC is given as Z0 cot h gamma l. Let us consider this equation as 5, and ZAC given as Z0 tan h gamma l. Consider this one as equation 6. Now we are multiplying equation 5 and 6. Now what do we get? We get ZOC into ZAC equals to Z0 cot h gamma l multiplied by Z0 tan h gamma l here. Now we get here Z0 square, as cot h gamma l and tan h gamma l, they will be get cancelled, and we left over with ZOC into ZSC equals to Z0 square, and we can write ZOC equals to square root of Z0 equals to square root of ZOC multiplied by ZSC. Here this particular expression is called as the characteristic impedance is equal to the geometric mean of the open circuited and short circuited transmission lines. And here, by measuring ZOC and ZSE, we can calculate the characteristic impedance. Now, by taking the expressions 5 and 6, now if we divide the equation 6 with 5, then we get ZSE over ZOC equals to tan H gamma L over cot H gamma L here. And the Z0 term get cancelled here, so I have not written that. Even we can write also. So Z0 tan H gamma L over Z0 cot H gamma L. These two terms get cancelled, and we left over with tan H gamma L over cot H gamma L. Now ZSE over ZOC we can write as tan H square gamma L. So therefore, tan H gamma L equals to square root of ZSE over ZOC, and gamma L equals to tan H inverse of square root of ZSE over ZOC, and gamma equals to 1 over L tan H inverse of square root of ZSE over ZOC, where this gamma we call as the propagation constant. That means if we measure the ZSE and ZOC, so that we can also calculate the propagation constant. And if we find the propagation constant, then we can easily find the primary parameters such as R, L, C, and G. So this way we can also writing the solution. Let us write the given data. So here the given data is given as ZOC, that is 550 angle 60 degrees ohm, and ZSE is also given, that is 500 angle 30 degrees ohm. Right? Now what to be found? We have to write to be found. What is to be found? We have to calculate the characteristic impedance. So we need to calculate what is Z0 here. Then what is the formula to be used? Formula to be used. So by looking at what to be found and given data, so we know that Z0 equals to ZSE multiplied with ZOC. We can use the formula. Now go for the calculation. So here the calculation takes as Z0 equals to ZSE is how much? That is 500 angle 30 degrees and multiplied with ZOC, and that is 550 angle minus 60 degrees. Now we can write this one as 500 into 550, and now the angles becomes minus of 60 degrees plus 30 degrees by 2. So here the value becomes 524.404 angle minus 50 degrees ohms. So this is the value of Z0. Now finally we have to write the result. So the result is Z0, that is calculated as 524.404 angle minus 15 degrees ohm. Hope you understood the derivative part of the ZSE, ZOC, and how the various impedance parameters are related to each other in this video lecture, along with a numerical problem. Do like, comment, share, and subscribe my channel for more technical content. Thanks for watching.